The internet is screaming, running, collapsing, and holding onto wigs for dear life because Blueface has just pulled a move so shocking, so outrageous, so unnecessarily dramatic that even Zeus Network is somewhere taking notes. I mean, this man wakes up every morning and chooses the most chaotic option available, and today he outdid himself. Just when everyone thought the Blueface Jaidyn Chrisean triangle couldn't get any messier, Blueface dropped a bomb so loud it practically rebooted social media. And trust me, it makes the Kardashians look like they're living in a peaceful monastery. But here's where the plot twist gets juicier than a 3M Instagram Live. Hazel E, yes. Hazel has switched teams. Out of nowhere. No warning. No warm-up. The woman walked onto the drama stage like a WWE wrestler entering the ring, ripping off the metaphorical wig and choosing violence. Instead of dragging Chrisean like the blogs expected, she's suddenly defending her like they share matching friendship bracelets. The timeline? In shambles. The fan pages? Hyperventilating. Blueface? Probably confused in real time. So buckle up. Because what you're about to hear is so messy, so explosive, and so unpredictable that even your phone might need a seatbelt. From the moment Blueface's latest announcement hit the internet, the world collectively stopped chewing, breathing, blinking, everything. You would have thought the man invented a new scandal subscription service the way people ran to their phones. Because whenever Blueface does anything, it's never peaceful, never calm, never normal. It always comes with sirens, chaos, and enough confusion to power a reality show for 5 seasons. And this time, his shocking move with Jaidyn Alexis sent the timeline into full emotional cardiac arrest. People were already side-eyeing him after the last drama storm involving Chrisean. But nobody expected him to spin the block with another plot twist this fast. It's like Blueface runs his life on fast and furious energy, but without breaks. All he has to do is breathe and suddenly trending hashtags appear out of nowhere. So when he stepped out with Jaidyn again, not just casually, but boldly, the entire internet screamed like Beyoncé had just dropped an album without warning. Bloggers threw their wigs for traction. Fan pages typed like their keyboards were smoking. And even haters were rushing to watch the disaster unfold. But the real explosion didn't come from Blueface or Jaidyn. No, the internet's jaw hit the floor the moment Hazel E entered the chat. Hazel E, who normally doesn't jump into Blueface drama unless there's a microphone, a camera, or a check involved, suddenly became the guardian angel nobody asked for but everybody needed. She popped out with comments, opinions, and a tone that made it very clear she wasn't backing Blueface this time. She wasn't even neutral. She dove headfirst into the mess like she'd been waiting for this invitation her whole life. To understand how wild this switch-up is, you have to rewind the chaotic history between these people. Blueface and Jaidyn Alexis have been stuck in a toxic remix of on-again, off-again madness for years. One minute they're co-parenting peacefully. The next minute they're shading each other online like they're being paid per insult. Then throw Chrisean Rock into the mix. The human hurricane with a fan base louder than a stadium, and every situation becomes an explosive triangle of love, anger, and confusion. Even neutral fans lost track long ago. And for a long time, Hazel E was known for taking jabs at Chrisean, not complimenting her. She dragged, shaded, and critiqued the girl more times than the internet could count. So when Hazel E suddenly flipped the script and started defending Chrisean, oh, the planet tilted a little. The internet didn't know whether to clap, cry, or run. People were convinced they were in a simulation glitch because Hazel E's siding with Chrisean is like seeing a cat walk a dog. Technically possible, but emotionally confusing. But apparently, Hazel E saw something in Blueface's latest shocking move that pushed her over the edge. And when Hazel E starts talking, she doesn't whisper. She doesn't imply. She throws full words, full sentences, full shade. She said things so boldly that even people who dislike Chrisean found themselves nodding along. Suddenly, the internet began treating Hazel like she was delivering a TED talk on toxic masculinity sponsored by Chaos. Meanwhile, Jaidyn was out here posting like everything was normal while the timeline was burning behind her. Pictures, selfies, updated looks, the whole influencer starter pack. But fans noticed little clues, little hints, little glimmers of something deeper. People started zooming into her captions like they were decoding national secrets. And just like that, theories exploded. Was she expecting? Was this why Blueface made such a dramatic move? Was Hazel E defending Chrisean because she knew something? Every comment section turned into a courtroom full of speculation, but Blueface? Oh, he stayed doing what he does best, creating more questions than answers. He hopped online with his typical swagger, throwing out riddles disguised as tweets. And of course, he acted confused that the world was confused. This man will set his own house on fire, then ask why everyone is shouting fire. He posted a few lines that sounded like they were written by a man who thinks chaos is a love language. And with every cryptic post, the internet sank deeper into detective mode. The scandal didn't start with a single move. It started with months of brewing tension. First came the arguments about who's loyal to who. Then came the interviews that sounded more like emotional boxing matches. Then came the messy co-parenting battles. The livestream explosions, the clapbacks. The shade thrown across platforms, everything stacking like emotional Jenga. And now? Blueface's shocking move with Jaidyn was the final piece that made the whole tower collapse. Hazel E had clearly been watching the train wreck unfold from a distance, but now she was done watching silently. And the moment she called out Blueface's behavior, fans erupted with applause. People who normally roast Hazel E suddenly treated her like she had delivered them from confusion. Some said she was finally speaking truth. Others said she was switching sides because even she couldn't excuse the madness anymore. Either way, the shift was seismic. Then came the leak, the clip that sent shockwaves across every social media platform. A short audio recording allegedly captured Blueface and Jaidyn arguing about something big, something life-changing, something that made Hazel E's sudden alliance with Chrisean make perfect sense. The audio wasn't clear, but fans enhanced, edited, slowed down, and analyzed it like they were in a NASA lab. People extracted every syllable, every inhale, every background sound. And the more they listened, the more the speculation grew. Was Jaidyn actually pregnant again? Was Blueface hiding something from the public? Was Hazel E defending Chrisean because she knew the truth before everyone else? Twitter went into meltdown mode. Drama channels posted hour-long breakdowns. TikTok detectives printed charts like they were solving a missing person case. It was chaos wrapped in confusion, dipped in gasoline, as if things weren't wild enough. A celebrity blogger dropped a bombshell claiming that Blueface had been juggling both women emotionally and that his recent move was the final straw that made Hazel E flip. The rumor claimed Hazel got insider tea that made her rethink the entire situation. And in her mind, Chrisean wasn't the villain. She was the victim caught in a circus run by a ringmaster who thrives on drama, and somehow, the internet believed it. Not because it was proven, but because it made frighteningly perfect sense. Suddenly Chrisean fans, Hazel E fans, Blueface haters, and neutral observers united like the Avengers assembling for battle. The timeline became a digital mob demanding answers. People pointed fingers at Blueface, accusing him of destroying women's sanity for entertainment. Others blasted Jaidyn for participating in the emotional demolition of the century. And some blamed the entire ecosystem for enabling the chaos in the first place. Everything escalated when Hazel E herself hinted that more was coming. She told fans to keep watching, as if this entire disaster was a season finale cliffhanger. And the internet? Oh, they locked in. No one moved. No one breathed. Everyone prepared for the next twist like it was a holiday event, because one thing was now undeniable. This wasn't random drama. This wasn't petty shade. This was a full-scale emotional earthquake, and the aftershocks were just beginning. The second Hazel E switched sides. The internet didn't just react, it combusted. Memes exploded like fireworks at a budget 4th of July celebration. People were posting edits of Hazel holding Chrisean's hand like they'd suddenly become besties in a buddy cop movie. Others made animations of Blueface dodging accountability like he was starring in an action film where apologies are kryptonite. The timeline was in full meltdown mode, and honestly, it was beautiful chaos at its finest. The celebrity reactions rolled in next, and they were as dramatic and unhelpful as expected. Rappers dropped confused emojis. Influencers posted chilly, like they were sipping imaginary tea. Reality stars popped in with vague comments like "that's wild," as if they weren't waiting for the next twist just like the rest of us. Even random C-list celebs emerged from retirement to say something about protecting energy, which made absolutely no sense. But the internet ate it up anyway because the mess was too premium to ignore. Then TikTok detectives stepped into the ring. And you already know what happens when they start investigating. Overnight, they created timelines, flowcharts, conspiracy boards, everything short of hiring private investigators. Some claimed Hazel flipped sides because she witnessed Jaidyn crying behind the scenes. Others insisted she was defending Chrisean because she'd uncovered some deep secret. One girl even said Mercury was in retrograde and that's why everyone was switching teams. TikTok never disappoints when it comes to outrageous imagination, but the real gasoline came from a blurry video that surfaced showing Blueface and Jaidyn walking into a clinic late at night. Nobody knew what type of clinic, but that didn't matter. The internet decided the narrative instantly. Talk pages posted it with alleged baby news in giant letters. Fan pages cropped the video, enhanced it, slowed it down, and captioned the whole thing like it was proof from a crime documentary. Even though nothing was confirmed, people treated the clip like DNA evidence straight from the FBI. Every comment section became a war zone. Chrisean fans were dragging Blueface like their lives depended on it. Jaidyn supporters clapped back with mind your business energy. And Hazel E supporters suddenly grew in number like she started a cult overnight. People argued, blocked each other, wrote paragraphs, posted reaction videos. It was digital madness disguised as community engagement. Every time someone tried to calm things down, 10 new arguments sparked up right behind them. Then Hazel E doubled down with another post, and this one sent shockwaves through every timeline. She wrote, "Women deserve better, especially the ones who kept it real." That was it. Nothing else. Just that sentence. And somehow the internet turned it into 75 different theories, each more dramatic than the last. Some claimed she was indirectly exposing Blueface. Others swore she had secret tea on Jaidyn. And many believed she'd seen something behind the scenes that made her sympathy shift to Chrisean instantly. Blueface, of course, couldn't resist jumping into the chaos. He posted a cryptic message about people switching up when it's convenient, which made absolutely nobody feel better. All it did was add more smoke to an already burning situation. Fans dragged him for being shady, cowardly, or clueless, sometimes all three at once. And while he acted nonchalant, his posts had enough emotional static to power a small city. The internet was running wild, but nothing compared to the tsunami of memes that followed. People edited Hazel into Avengers costumes, claiming she had joined the good team. Others photoshopped Blueface into dramatic movie posters with titles like Accountability, Never Heard of Her. And someone even created a fake trailer showing Chrisean and Hazel teaming up like two chaotic superheroes, ready to expose everyone. The creativity was unmatched, the disrespect was elite, and the entertainment level was undefeated as things escalated. Blogs began confirming theories without verifying a single detail. Screenshots popped up showing supposed texts, voice messages, and anonymous tips, but none of them had actual sources. Didn't matter, the public already decided what was true. Logic had left the chat. Facts had been kicked out the group. The timeline was now powered solely by vibes, rage, and imagination. A major twist hit when an insider page claimed Blueface had made a major life decision with Jaidyn that blindsided everyone. The post didn't specify what the decision was. But the internet didn't care. They filled in the blanks themselves, and every version was more exaggerated than the last. Some said he proposed. Some said he moved in. Some said he announced a life change shockingly tied to their future. None of it was proven, but the drama was too delicious to ignore. Chrisean's loyal fanbase wasn't having any of it. They stormed the internet like digital warriors, demanding justice and defending her name with unmatched energy. People brought up old receipts, old interviews, old videos, anything that painted Chrisean as the wronged woman in the saga. And every time an old clip resurfaced, new arguments began. The entire timeline turned into a court case with no judge and unlimited objections. Meanwhile, Jaidyn's supporters insisted everyone was twisting the narrative. They said people were jumping to conclusions, demonizing her unfairly, and misunderstanding the situation entirely. This created another faction of chaos, the Team Jaidyn versus Team Chrisean battlefield. And Hazel E's sudden alliance with Chrisean only intensified the rivalry. Fans accused Jaidyn of participating in unhealthy patterns, while others defended her as the victim of a manipulative cycle. It was emotional whiplash for everyone involved. Things escalated even more when a well-known gossip blogger claimed to have exclusive proof about Hazel E's reason for switching sides. They didn't reveal it because of course not, but they teased it like a Netflix trailer. This changes everything. That one line triggered a stampede of speculation. People theorized Hazel discovered private messages. Others claimed she heard a confession. And some believed she witnessed a meltdown that changed her entire perspective. Celebrities continued chiming in with random commentary that added zero clarity. One actress posted, "Women supporting women is powerful," which sparked arguments about who was supporting who. A rapper commented, "This whole situation messy AF," which somehow started a debate about whether he was shading Blueface. And one influencer wrote a whole paragraph about protecting feminine energy, which confused the timeline so much someone asked if she was high-da as the story spiraled. People started realizing this wasn't just gossip, it was a cultural moment. Everyone had an opinion, everyone picked a side, everyone participated in the chaos like it was the Olympics of mess. And through it all, Hazel E's choice to defend Chrisean became the spark that lit the entire internet ablaze, because this wasn't just a simple team switch. This was a betrayal. A shocker. A plot twist worthy of a season finale. In the fallout? Oh, that was just beginning to hit. By the next morning, the internet looked like it had survived a digital earthquake. People were waking up to thousands of notifications, dozens of updates, and 20 new conspiracy theories every hour. It felt like the timeline was trapped inside a blender set to puree, and every creator, blogger, and neighbor's auntie had something to say. Nobody was prepared for how fast the Hazel E switch-up rippled through the culture. It wasn't just drama anymore, it was emotional warfare with popcorn on the side. Blueface, who usually thrives in chaos like it's his natural habitat, suddenly looked like he'd lost control of his own storyline. His attempts to clear things up only added more fog to an already suffocating situation. Every post he made felt like a riddle wrapped in ego, wrapped in confusion. People began dragging him for speaking in circles, refusing accountability, and acting shocked that people were shocked. The more he talked, the worse it got, until even his own fans whispered, "Bro, stop tweeting." But of course he didn't. Jaidyn Alexis wasn't silent either. Her energy shifted dramatically. She started posting content that felt like a mix of confidence, shade, and subtle panic. People analyzed her every move, convinced she was hiding something monumental. Some claimed she was trying too hard to look unbothered. Others insisted she was silently crying for help. And a growing group believed she knew exactly why Hazel E switched sides and was desperately trying to distract the public. It didn't matter what she posted. The internet turned everything into symbolism. Meanwhile, Hazel E was basking in the glow of her newly acquired truth-teller crown. Her comments section transformed from battlefield to fan club overnight. People praised her for finally keeping it real and calling out the madness respectfully. Even those who previously dragged her were suddenly treating her like the spokesperson of emotional clarity. Hazel's name hasn't trended this hard in years, and she knew it. She delivered cryptic hints like she was hosting a mystery show. And the internet ate it up with a hunger that should have been concerning, but the real storm came crashing down when a major entertainment outlet reported that multiple influencers have come forward with concerns about the situation. They didn't drop names. They didn't drop proof. They didn't drop details. But that tiny sentence was enough to send shockwaves straight through the heart of the Blueface Jaidyn dynamic. If more people had evidence or testimony, the situation could spiral into something far bigger than a Twitter feud. The timeline immediately prepared for a full-scale scandal eruption. That's when fans noticed something else. Chrisean herself wasn't reacting. No posts, no lives. No comments. No shade. Radio silence, and that terrified the internet more than any rumor or leaked video. The absence of her voice made everything feel heavier, more alarming, more real. People weren't laughing anymore. They were demanding to know what she knew, where she stood, and what she thought about Hazel E suddenly defending her with passion. Everyone expected a live meltdown or a clapback, but the silence hung in the air like a dark cloud. Blueface tried to redirect attention by dropping subtle shade at Hazel, but it backfired instantly. People flooded his comments, accusing him of deflecting instead of addressing the truth. They claimed he was playing victim, stirring confusion, and trying to twist the narrative before the next receipts dropped. Others accused him of using Jaidyn as a pawn, suggesting he made a major life move just to spite Chrisean. The internet wasn't giving him a single inch of grace. As the debates grew louder, a leaked text thread circulated showing someone close to the situation saying, "Hazel switched because she saw the real him." The message wasn't verified. Could have been fake, and wasn't tied to a known source, but the timeline treated it like the 10 Commandments carved into stone. People reposted it, stitched it, broke it down, and argued about its meaning. Some believed it hinted at emotional manipulation. Others said it exposed deeper issues. The rumor spiraled until it became a full narrative. Suddenly, conversations shifted from drama to concerns about the impact this turmoil had on everybody's mental health. Clips resurfaced showing Blueface arguing with both women on different occasions. People replayed old fights, old lies, old apologies, and each video looked worse under this new scandal lens. Fans pointed out unhealthy patterns they once laughed at, now calling them red flags that should have never been ignored. The internet was finally connecting dots they previously dismissed as entertainment. Hazel E's next move added fuel to the fire. She posted a long message about protecting women who had been emotionally drained past their limit. She didn't mention names, but she didn't have to. The entire world knew exactly who she meant. That single post made the internet explode with sympathy for Chrisean, confusion for Jaidyn, and criticism for Blueface. For the first time in this messy saga, Hazel E became the voice pushing the conversation into deeper territory. Jaidyn's response was more defensive. Without addressing Hazel directly, she posted a caption about only speaking truth to real ones, which fans viewed as a subtle shot. People interpreted it as a denial, an excuse, or a desperate attempt to regain footing. Every influencer watching the drama jumped into the comments with fire emojis, hoping to be part of the spectacle. But the public wasn't buying it. The shift had already begun, and it wasn't in Jaidyn's favor. Then came the biggest shock of the entire scandal. A well-known relationship counselor posted a video saying the Blueface triangle was a long-term cycle of emotional instability, and that Hazel's sudden flip may have been a reaction to witnessing something spiritually disturbing. The internet ran with the phrase spiritually disturbing like it was a leaked confession. People started dissecting it like it was a prophecy. TikTok edits popped up with dramatic music, quoting the phrase like it belonged in a thriller movie. By now, Blueface's entire reputation was spinning like a broken carnival ride. Fans who once defended him started reevaluating everything. Jaidyn's supporters grew quieter, unsure of what was truth or manipulation. And Chrisean's fans surrounded her with protective energy, demanding she rise above the drama and leave the entire mess behind. Hazel E became a stand-in spokesperson for women everywhere who were tired of toxic circus dynamics. The public perception shifted hard. Blueface went from chaotic entertainer to mastermind of emotional confusion. People lost respect. Brands whispered about distancing. Major blogs reviewed old content with new eyes. The narrative wasn't his to control anymore. And every second he posted something cryptic, the internet dragged him deeper into the hole he dug himself. Hazel E's credibility soared. Jaidyn's was questioned. Blueface's was shredded. And Chrisean, even in silence, emerged looking like the most exhausted but most human person in the story. Her lack of response became the strongest statement of all, proving everyone else was spiraling while she was simply trying to breathe. And with every hour, one thing became clearer. This wasn't the end. This was the spark of an even bigger storm brewing behind the scenes, and that, my friends, is the chaos cocktail Blueface. Jaidyn Alexis, Hazel E, and Chrisean served the internet on a silver platter dripping with glitter, tears, and pure confusion. If your brain feels fried, your jaw is on the floor, and your soul is rethinking every relationship you've ever had, congratulations. You've officially survived another episode of the Blueface cinematic universe. And trust me, this storyline makes the Kardashians look like they're hosting a peaceful knitting convention. Before you disappear into the comments to drop your theories, your rants, your predictions, and your I knew IT essays, do me a favor and smash that like button like it owes you child support. Hit it so hard the algorithm starts sending you emotional support messages. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe, because Trend Tattle stays strapped with the hottest disasters, the wildest betrayals, and the most unpredictable celebrity plot twists on the internet. We don't sleep, we refresh. Tell me everything in the comments. Whose side are you on? Was Hazel E exposing something real? Did Blueface lose control of the entire storyline? Is Jaidyn playing innocent or playing bold? And where does Chrisean fit into this emotional explosion? I want your hottest takes, your wildest theories, your spiciest speculations. Drop them all below, because this comment section is about to turn into a digital boxing ring. And remember, in this world of fame and foolishness, the scandals never stop. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not ever. This is Trend Tattle, where the gossip is loud, the tea is boiling, and the truth is optional, but the drama is mandatory. Stay tuned. Stay messy. Stay watching. Stay watching.